up, you guys? Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. So today I decided to go to the gym and work on myself. I think it's a very good, let's say, habit to put yourself first when it comes to fitness, your health. Yeah, it's definitely the health part, that part. But no, for real, you guys. Like today started off like it started off good. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I headed to the gym. And I've been I've been really trial and error through different methods as far as how I would want to be more productive in my life, and a lot of different methods that I've tried and I've worked out. And I love sleep. I'm pretty sure we all love to sleep. Okay, I guess that's a done dollar. But at the same time, it's like, oh my God, I don't want to lose out on my gains when I'm in the gym. And most importantly, I do not want to go crazy in my head because, I'm going off little sleep. So I've been trying to ask the universe, my ancestors, am I really taking the right route? Am I doing this the right way? I know I want good for myself, but I don't want to be out here trying to chase something. Keep up with damn Kardashians. I'm already enough. So no shade. But no, for real. I could just say in these type of situations, because I know I'm not the only one that's trying to find balance in my life. I feel like we just have to see more of the story before we can, depict the ending. So, and it's similar to religion. People tell you, oh, you don't know God's plan until it comes to fruition. I do agree. I think the only thing that really makes it complicated is when we start actually using our own minds. And, not to go against anyone who does have religion or believe in it, but I definitely think we are the creators of our own universe. So if I am using my own power to think negatively, then maybe I'm just tapped into the wrong power, because it's a duality, and we have the choice to use the good portion of it or the bad. And don't get me started, because there is no such thing as bad. Let's be real. Judgment creates the outcome of all decisions. If anything, we could just go out and walk around naked. I know some people do that anyway, but still, at least I do it in my house when I'm alone. But anyways, moving forward, it's just interesting to look at life from a higher perspective and see exactly how things may look outside of our own judgment. So if that makes sense, to sum everything up, I told myself I was gonna go to the gym today and record, and I was nervous because I knew what I wanted to do. I always had the vision of what I would things I would like to do. But when it came to executing it, it'll just be so much judgment from myself. And it's so crazy because, no critics, no judgment. I've been seeing it everywhere, written boldly in front of me. And for some reason, my mind is what to do. So again, the answer is always there. It's always visible, but if we're thinking on the wrong frequency, then we make it hard for ourselves to find the answer or solution. See, the world we live in has nothing to do with the challenges that we go through. I really beg your pardon when people say life is hard. Life is not hard. Life can't be hard. It's impossible, because life is just life. Life is just living. So, what is really hard? Is it hard to make decisions when you are going through your own challenges? Is it hard to distinguish who to trust in this world? Like, you have to be specific with these things. You don't want to just like start blaming and accusing any and everything, especially, those who are really there to care and support you, and that goes for life itself. Life is here for us, it never was against us. And these are not things that you're going to hear in church, maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody out there is saying it, but I've never heard it. I've heard that in this life we will endure a lot of challenges, but I never heard that life will be hard or make it hard for us. If we had the capacity to use our power to make decisions to get us out of dark places, then what is really hard? We have the choice. Simple as that. But I don't think you guys always know how simple it really is. And I'm speaking for myself too. But someone has to, step outside, step on the other greener side, for a minute to encourage the next person to come across the finish line. And though I may not be perfect in everyone else's eyes, I am definitely perfect in my own eyes. And you guys can take that however you want it. But at the same time, it doesn't foreshadow what I stand for. I believe I stand for authenticity. And like every human being, we all have challenges. We all have insecurities in certain areas of our lives. But as I, personally live my life, I experience all of these things every single day. Like bringing my ring light to the gym to record. Actually, get back to the subject. I was already talking about that. So, I was nervous because I was like, I didn't want anyone looking at me. But I know my body is like, worth showing the process. And not only that, but it's like, if I really know who I am, of course I need to walk around with a camera. Hell, someone need to be following me with a damn camera. Because I'm that guy. I'm that dude. Like, I am special. I am unique. I am a celebrity. So, it's the way we view things. It's the way we view things. If you don't have a clear idea or perspective on what you want, you can't expect things to turn out the way you like. Because what's going to happen? The wheels are going to turn anyway. Now, if it turns in a way that you don't expect, does it mean that it went wrong? Maybe maybe it went right, Maybe it went right and your expectation looked a little different. Okay, so now we got to ask ourselves, well, things turned out unexpected. Now, is this unexpectancy positive or negative? According to us in our own minds. What kind of fruit is it really bearing? Am I happy that I made this decision? Am I happy the way, things are turning out? If so, congratulations. Congratulations, because you have just learned how to accept the unexpected, which is very important in life because we are expected to encounter things that we cannot control, from a physical standpoint. Well, when it comes to mentality, I believe that we have all the power in the world in life to make it the best. And not only that, but we are supported. Who are we supported by? We are supported by something that is higher than us, right? Okay, so excuse me. If that power is within us and it's also higher than us, then what does that make us? Complicated, right? So that's why I want to emphasize, the fact that we are our own creators, and we are more than we think. We have more power than we think we have. We can do way more than we've done in the past. Well, actually, I want to say the present. We can do way more. No, in the future. Let's say the future, because I've been stemming from staying away from the past. Nothing wrong with revisiting and healing certain wounds, but I think from a growth perspective, I think from a growth perspective, it's better to plan for the future, forget the past, and stay in the present. Boom. Just like that. I like that. I like that. And that just came right out of my mouth. So it must be true. My needles keep falling. Yeah, I'm in the middle of sewing right now. So if you guys give me a few. I think it's raining today as well. So, the rain vibe is in its very habitat. Is it? I definitely think, I definitely hear rain. Heard thunder rain a little while ago, but I didn't know if it was rain or some squirrels having fun in the attic. I have yet to go out and check, but pretty sure it's what I want it to be. Um, so yeah, you guys, like, it's time to understand who you are. It's time to awaken who it is that you want to be. I mean, come on, my love. You know who you are destined to be. I know you've been, let down, broken promises. Who hasn't? Honestly, and I'm not ridiculing your experience. Who has not been let down in life? Who hasn't? Even the celebrities that you may look up to, they've all been either backstabbed before, let down before, broken promises. See, if you understand that your own challenges are not foreign to even those that you want to be like, maybe they'll inspire you to be the person that you would love, you know? But again, it takes time for some of us, myself particularly, you know? It's not always easy to believe that you are special and you are worthy, especially when you don't have no one in your corner telling you that. You have to learn through life. And life is going to give you all of the synchronicities and tellings, but at the same time, you also encounter actual human beings in this life. And, based off the intelligence that they may have, it could have an effect on how we move forward. It definitely could have an effect on how we move forward. But moving forward, I don't want you guys to get so caught up into what someone else may think of you. Because at the end of the day, you come into this life to enjoy it. And when it's time to go, my love, it's just time to go. And even then, I've been learning how to enjoy the thought of that. A lot of people be afraid. A lot of people are afraid to die. But I mean, what if there actually is something better than this? What if the next life is like a dream? And if we learn how to control our mental in this life, maybe we have the capacity to understand and control the next one. And of course, you guys know, if you don't, in the dream world, totally different than the physical. So I'm pretty sure, manifestation abilities have way more potency there. So, yeah. You know, live life to the fullest. Don't be so quick to succumb to the first challenge that comes into your path. You have to think about like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? You know, from a like an observer's perspective, because we all have the ability. You know, one thing I've learned when we try to like isolate ourselves, because I actually have a coworker that did that. I guess that did this. I'm gonna say does this. I'm not gonna say she is, but she labels herself, as an observer. And we had a conversation, yeah, a lot of people, I said, well, I guess, okay, that's what, differentiates a lot of people, everyone can't, observe and just, actually pay attention. And I thought about it, when I got to the house, I was like, wait a minute. Duh, we all do that. We all know how to observe. That's nothing special. But I think it's what we do with the knowledge from observing is what can, then probably put you in that category that you're trying to isolate yourself from everyone else. And I just realized that, even though we all are unique and special, not to get so caught up, into who you want to be. Stick with just who you are, because like even the people who like say they keep it real, I guarantee you they don't. I promise you they don't. Like, and I nipped that in the bud a long time ago. Like, if it really came down to it, could those same people like be honest about why they make certain mistakes? But when we not talking about stuff like that, of course you're keeping it real, cause you ain't talking about nothing. I don't want to hear about no gossip. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about growth. Let's talk about something that just makes sense. And don't get me wrong. I mean, yeah, we want to have a good time with friends. We want to meet people. We want to have conversations that don't have crap to do about life. But at the same time, we're in life and we're meant to enjoy it. And sometimes that consists of things that our physical body may, get pleasure from, which is communing with others, at a club, what else? The movie theaters, etc. Concert, all great things, because who am I to judge, But, if you want to look at it from a certain perspective, I think that there is, let's see, how can I say this? A distance between something that's activities that are beneficial and those that, just for physical pleasure. So, I guess I'm trying to say the mental versus the physical. What's helping your physical senses get that, what's stimulation? Yeah, and what is giving your mind, and what is giving your soul stimulation? So, yeah, look at it from that perspective. But we all have a choice. Like I said, you don't have to listen to me. But I do love having these conversations because it gives pleasure to my soul. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it gives pleasure to my body as well, Yeah, because I think when you're fully passionate about something, I mean, shouldn't mind, body, and soul be involved as well? So, yeah, I definitely enjoy having conversations about growth. It's something that I've always been inclined to. And I had to learn, people that just are not into the same things that I am doesn't mean I have to judge them. Because I used to cut a lot of people off, solely off that. I mean, in my mind, it wasn't, for that. At the end of the day, I definitely, my feelings are and have been valid. But at the same time, you know, I've learned, and I'll just say that when you think differently from someone, doesn't mean you have to treat them differently, you know. And I think that could be common sense for all of us, you know. That's just the most courteous thing to do, courteous way to live, as a matter of fact. But with all this reflection going on, you know, you find out who you really are. I know people say, you know, the money in the world, all the money in the world could tell somebody, well, could show a person who they really are. And, you know, people say, well, when you're at your lowest, you find out who you are. I mean, we all change every day. So do you really know who you are? You know? Sometimes it's better to just really stay away from like social media, laws, and just gossip and drama in general, because you know there's a lot of lies out here that people have spreaded. And for those who are looking to get wisdom, certain places that you just probably need to stay away from, or have strong discernment on what advice to take and what not. But as you can see in this video, I definitely, you know, found inspiration through my own life of healing through physical therapy. And, you know, working out has just really been my passion, unknowingly, subconsciously, for, you know, years, quite a long time. And it all started because I wanted change in myself. Actually, you know, I would say it started with depression, but no, I wanted change for myself. And as long as I honed in and, you know, understood the real meaning behind it, that's what kept me going, you know, because there's a lot of things I don't do that stem from lower vibrations. So if anything that you guys could take from this video is be yourself to the fullest, learn who you are, but always remember, never stop learning. I love you guys. It's the Rain Vibe. Peace out.